Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. 3-Chord Dave here. Thank you very much for joining me today as I walk you through my guitar journey in 2020. Now yes, 2020 has been an awful year and a lot of us have been restricted and unable to do lots of cool things. In fact, when I started this channel in January of 2020, my plans were to travel a lot, do some guitar shows, do some going to famous guitar shops, meeting some famous guitar people and doing interviews and stuff like that. But instead, I've been stuck in my office doing videos on various things that some of them have been really good and some of them haven't quite hit the spot. But I wanted to talk to you because I have added 3 guitars to my collection this year. Had a dabble with a 4th but had to send it back, and I wanted to talk to you about that right now. So early January 2020, I started to hear rumors that something was coming that I was going to really like from Epiphone. So I didn't want to hold out though, and I was looking at Gibson SG. This was a Pelham Blue special. This came out a couple of years ago, the Gibson version. And I just loved it. I was like, this faded Pelham Blue is one of my favorite all-time finishes on a guitar. The SG is iconic for it, and honestly, I just loved it. So I was going to spend 1,200 euros to get a Gibson equivalent of this guitar with the 2 P90s and the finish all over in the faded Pelham Blue. Just loved it. And then I woke up one morning and saw that overnight at NAMM, Epiphone had announced this. I literally ordered it the same day and had it in my hands about a week later. The serial number shows it was made in 2019, but this is an absolutely amazing guitar. One of my absolute favorite guitars I've ever owned. Plays so nice. I got a little bit of work to do with, I think the switch needs a little bit of adjusting because it cuts in and out, so I'll be working with that. But this was the first guitar that I picked up in 2020. The first guitar I ever picked up was in 1994, but this is the first one for in 2020. It's an Epiphone SG Special P90s, and it also came in a burgundy sparkle, I think. But this was my first indication of what Epiphone are now doing and how they've changed. Obviously had the new Kalamazoo headstock, which I found was really important to me. Aesthetically, I did not like the old headstock, so I'm glad they've ditched it and gone with this. And overall, I just felt like this was the perfect SG. And I do own a Gibson SG, but it stays in its case now because this is the SG that I'm in love with. Kicked off 2020 with a great start for me. Absolutely love this guitar, and I think you would too, so definitely check it out. And as I talk about guitars I thought I may never own, one of them that I definitely thought I would never own was a Squier Bullet Stratocaster. Yeah, because in a lot of ways I'm past owning a Bullet Stratocaster. Because essentially they're beginner's guitars. And yes, while my playing level may be still beginner slash intermediate, I felt like I could afford and warrant a better guitar. But one morning I woke up to a video from Anderton's and they were selling this purple sparkle finish Stratocaster, and it was a Squier Bullet. And I have to say, when it came in, I was really impressed. Everything is really good. Now, it feels like they modeled it after a really nice neck, but the quality is not there in the neck. The frets are good. The fretwork is good. The feel, like it's a smooth satin neck, and that's not too bad. But I do feel in the future I will be replacing this neck, perhaps for something a little bit more upscale, which you can buy if you buy a Squier guitar or a Fender guitar and you want to change the neck, you can do that because it's a bolt-on. It's 4 screws on this one, and there are many options available. So I'm looking at necks probably early in 2021. I will do that. One of the things that I really like about this one is the sparkle finish in the purple paint. It's a purple metallic paint really, and it's just really nice. I'm looking for a nice replacement pickguard here, something maybe in a gold, and I'm looking for, obviously I said, a replacement neck. I will probably, the tuners are surprisingly good actually. It stays in tune when it's not in use, let's say that. So I haven't played this guitar in about 4 or 5 weeks, and when I picked it up, the G was out of tune, everything else was was pretty much where I'd left it. So pretty good for £150, I think these were. This is probably the cheapest guitar I've bought in 10 years, and it was really, really good. So listen, this would actually make me say, if you are a young guitar player, or you're new to guitar playing, or even if you just want something purple that you can work on, this is a really good option. £150, so I think it came in about €180 at the time. Definitely going to be one of my project guitars in 2021. I want to learn some luthier skills and come up with some cool stuff in 2021. So this is where I'm going to be starting with, modding this. Probably keep purple color, but everything, the pick guard, the pickups, the tuners, the neck, all that's going to be changed at some point. I definitely suggest you check it out. So before I talk to you about this beauty, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Troublemaker Telecaster, which I had in my possession roughly for about a week. And what happened with the guitar is, so if you don't know, the Troublemaker Tele, I did a video about it. It's up here. You can check it out. So the Troublemaker Tele is a Telecaster body, but it's essentially made out like a Les Paul. So you got the four control knobs down here, you've got a three-way selector up here, and you've got two humbuckers here and a stop tail and bridge where you would on a Les Paul. And it's got a really beautiful Telecaster neck. It's essentially a modded Telecaster Deluxe. Now I ordered mine from Thomann in Germany in around about, I think it was in August, and unfortunately it came in with a fault. The bridge pickup wouldn't sit properly. I tried a lot of things. I took the pickup out, I tried to adjust it, I tried to change the height of it, all that sort of stuff, but there was something there that just wasn't working, so sent it back, and I'm looking for another opportunity to pick one of those up. So hopefully 2021 will bring me a really nice Telecaster. That's on the shopping list, as is a really nice Les Paul. So keep an eye out on the channel, because some cool stuff could be coming very soon. Now, let's get on to this. This is an absolutely beautiful guitar. This is a PRS Custom 22 hollow body with a limited quilt top in Matteo Blue, or Matteo Blue. I don't know, but it's blue. It's got a beautiful, beautiful neck. It is a bit glossy, the neck, but with a little bit of play now over the last couple of months, starting to wear through that, so it doesn't feel sticky or anything like that when you know, a lot of glossy necks can. It's got push pull in the tone knob here, so you can split the coil on the humbuckers, and it's a beautiful, beautiful guitar. Oh yeah, it's not plugged in. This I managed to pick up as a B-stock guitar, again from Thomann. I think around October, and what really sold it for me, there's a couple of cool things that I liked about it. I like that the neck is binding all the way up across the headstock, and this matching colored headstock to the body, and it's also quilted as well. I don't know if you can see, but it is also quilted. I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and honestly it sold out really quickly. There was one B stock available, it sold out and I missed it, and about 3 weeks later it appeared again. So I bought it, and I couldn't be happier with this purchase. I think this is a wonderful guitar, and it's set up with a local luthier, and it really plays beautifully. Made in Korea, so that's all good. And that is my guitar purchases from 2020. Altogether, I bought 4 guitars, and I still have 3 of them. So that's what's gone on. And guys, obviously this has been a crazy year. Hopefully next year at some point we'll be able to go back to a little bit more normality, and we'll be able to all just do some cool guitar adventures, guitar safaris. I definitely want to do things like go to Norm's Rare Guitars in LA and film a video there. Maybe try and meet some of the big players like Norm himself or Sid. That would be pretty cool. There's definitely more guitars coming. I mean, it's an addiction. I can't help it, guys. So I'll be showing you some new guitars in the new year. Probably wait until the end of January to see what NAMM brings, but it's tempting to press that buy button right now. But don't forget, there's new stuff coming in January. There always is, from the big companies and some of the smaller companies as well. Guys, there's going to be lots of big changes on the channel. We're going to do some great videos. I just wanted to talk to you about my guitars that I have added to my collection this year. There are many more to come, so keep an eye on that. And whatever you're doing this year, at the end of the year, whatever you're celebrating, however you're celebrating, bring your guitar along and have a lot of fun. And don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. I will talk to you soon. Take care and good luck.